All right, we are live. Hello, hello. How is everybody out there tonight? Am I coming through loud and clear? Let's see. I am coming through loud and clear. How's everybody out there doing? Let's see who's with me so far tonight. Oh, Nico, right off the bat. Hey, Piz and Pals on a Cheese Puffs run. But hey, let's party. All right, Cheese Puffs, cool. Can't have a party without Cheese Puffs. Thank you for that $5 super chat, sir. I appreciate it. Now, do you get a brand name cheese puff, or do you get like the store brand, or which brand of cheese puff do you prefer? Let's see. There's DJ, Josh, Popeye, Josh West. We've got Josh West and Josh Kritzer. What's going on? The two Joshes. Brian Trash, hello. Scott Murphy, Retro Cack, my buddy Gibbs. What's going on? How are you doing? Guy Incognito, what's up? Anybody sent Jeremy a present? Always enjoy seeing Piz and Jeremy interact. Brotherly love. Know what I mean? Never had that with mine, but glad it exists. I actually got 3 packages in the mail today for Jeremy's birthday stream. So it's going to turn out to be another really good birthday stream for Jeremy, I do believe. So we've got quite a number of packages in there for him already, and I think we may have some more on the way. So it'll be another fun birthday for Jeremy. And the plan is that we are going to do it on his birthday, which is a Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So mark your calendars for 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, June 4th for Jeremy's. Oh, no, actually, nope, that's a Friday. That's right. I thought that was a Saturday. I don't know. I'll post it with plenty of time so that everybody can mark their calendars. We may actually still do it on a Saturday, which is the 5th, but no. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. There's my buddy Stone. What's up, Stone? You're feeling depressed tonight, man. That's too. What's up, man? Hopefully this will cheer me up. I hope it does too, Stone. There's Dave Vanderhoff. There's William Ramskill. Everybody send Stone some positivity in the chat tonight. Dave, what's going on, Dave? How's everything up in Jersey? William Ramskill, what's up? Joe Reese, how are you doing, man? I've lost track of the chat. Eric, hey Eric, what's going on? How are you, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Gabe K. Okla, what's up, Gabe? How are you, man? 80s horror fan, thank you for the $10 super chat. Hey, Mr. Piz, who would win in a bare knuckle brawl, Chuck Connors or Chuck Bronson? CHH is awesome, even though he hates Apollo Creed. Chuck Connors or Chuck Bronson? I mean, I'm going with Bronson, of course. I'm going with Bronson, of course. But thank you for that super chat, man. I appreciate it. I did not know that Christian hated Apollo Creed. I did not know that, but now I do. Thank you for letting me know. And thank you for that super chat, man. Cheetos. Okay, Nico, you're a Cheetos guy. Jeremy is a Cheetos guy himself. He doesn't like the cheese puffs, though. He likes the just the regular Cheetos. He loves those. Always grabs a bag of those when he goes to the grocery store. Greg Caldwell, what's up? Brian Boitana would win. Gibbs, you are cruising for a timeout, man. Cruising. Bronson, he was a bare knuckle fighter in hard times. That's right. I'm excited about the Brad Henderson live stream. Yeah, that should be fun. Yeah. Mark your calendars for sure. Mark your calendars for sure for this one. Monday the 31st at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be joined by Brad Henderson of Vinegar Syndrome to talk about physical media, to talk about everything that's going on at Vinegar Syndrome, everything that he can talk about what's going on at Vinegar Syndrome. Because I do believe they've got some big things going on over there, and some of them are going to have to remain hush hush. But he's going to talk to us about, acquiring titles for that brand, and share with us some fun stories of how he acquired certain titles. So it should be a really fun stream, especially if you are a collector of physical media or if you're a fan of Vinegar Syndrome. But yeah, that is Monday the 31st at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, Dan. Hello, S. Rose. How are you? Michael Patowski. Hello. You got Rush Week from my review. Cool. I love Rush Week. I love that movie. Glad you liked it. Am I going to do solo streams every Saturday? No, I've just had the past, 3 Saturdays available to do streams. So they've all been really fun. And hey, got another Saturday where I can stream. So why not? Why not spend it with you good people? Looking forward to Scream Factory finally putting Dead Zone out in July. Yes, I am, Greg. I'm very much looking forward to that Dead Zone release. I am indeed. Just got you're going to get your second vaccine shot on the 28th, DJ. Cool. You just ordered Nightmare Sisters. I think I just enjoy every Linnea Quigley role. Linnea Quigley's good in that. She plays that. She's like a hillbilly. Linnea Quigley, hillbilly. I apologize if you guys can hear the fan on my computer. I didn't realize that you guys could hear it that well on last week's stream until I went back and rewatched it. This computer has been a workhorse. I've had it for a number of years. It's the best computer I've ever had. And I've put it through the ringer these past few years, editing videos. And it's been a workhorse. But, I don't know how much longer she's going to survive. But she's been a very, very good computer. Hey, Gabe, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Thoughts on Chainsaw Confidential being turned into a feature film? I'm psyched. That's actually a Texas Chainsaw Massacre project that I think I could find myself looking forward to, because I've not read that book. I think I own it. I don't know. I have to go look. But yeah, it's Gunnar Hansen. It's a book by Gunnar Hansen, the late great Gunnar Hansen, a tell-all about the making of Texas Chainsaw Massacre and all the craziness that went on. I think it was crazier behind the scenes of that movie than what they actually filmed for the movie, which is saying something. So that'll be an interesting movie. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Yes. And thank you, Gabe. Appreciate that $4.99 super chat, sir. Sean Senior, what's going on? How are you? Am I excited for Conjuring 3? No, not really. I liked the first 2 Conjuring movies. I don't know if I'm going to rush out to the theater to see Conjuring 3. I'll probably wait until it hits streaming or something like that. Great review of Eyes of a Stranger. Oh, cool. Thank you, Stone. You're planning on picking up the Dead Zone too? Yeah. Have they released the what the extras are? That yet? Let's see if they have. It is going to be a collector's edition. No, they've not released the extras yet. Extras in progress and will be announced at a later date. But it is a collector's edition, so hopefully that means it'll be They'll have a lot of new extras on it. Savage Streets was awesome. Great recommendation. Thank you. Ah, Nico. Yes, I love Savage Streets. Ah, such a fun movie. Oh man. The principal. Oh gosh, I forget that the actor's name. Oh, he's so great in that. Oh, um, yeah, such a fun movie. I'm glad you liked it. You just got Saw 4K in the mail today, Dave. As a matter of fact, I just finished watching the new Saw 4K release. I think this was the first time I'd watched Saw in its entirety since I saw it in a theater when it first came out. So I'm going to have a review up for uh, for this release and the movie here in the very near future. But yeah, it's been a while. And I'm going to be honest too. I think you all know I'm not a big fan of the sequels, but after watching this one, I kind of got the itch to want to go and revisit 2 and 3 because I know I've seen 2, 3, and 4, but beyond that, I don't think I've seen any of the others. So, but yeah, so I should have that review out in the near future, probably sometime next week. Jeremy and I filmed the horror movie trivia challenge the other day. Now, that one's going to require some editing. I want to throw in sound effects and do all that stuff. So, but that one will probably be out, if not next week. I'm hoping to get it out next week, but I've got some other stuff that I need to do probably beforehand. So, if not next week, the week after, I'm sure I'll be able to have that one out. But that one was a lot of fun. I'm not gonna. I mean, do you guys want to guess who won in the? You guys want to guess? Guess who won the horror trivia challenge in the chat? Do you think it was me? Do you think it was Jeremy? Let me know. I have seen Army of the Dead. I was thinking about doing a review of Army of the Dead, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit it in a timely manner. I will say this though, I was not a fan of Army of the Dead. I thought it was, and I'm trying to be kind, I thought it was very lazy, very poorly written, very derivative, incredibly predictable, like ridiculously predictable. Wasn't a fan of the acting, wasn't a fan of, there was one character in particular, I don't want to spoil it. She basically kills everybody in the movie with her stupidity. Very annoying character. It's the character that the movie wants you to like the most, and it does a very poor job of making you like her, particularly when you start thinking about, well, pretty much everything that she did in that movie led to people dying because she was just yeah, I was not a fan of Army of the Dead. And I was excited to see it. I was, hoping for a fun zombie ride, and that's not what I got. So I don't know what I mean. I've really not heard a lot of people talking about Army of the Dead. Did you all like it or dislike it? What did you all think of Army of the Dead? What about the House of Wax Scream Factory release? I may pick that one up, Jose. I am kind of eager to revisit it because I don't remember it being, I don't know. For some reason, it seems like that movie's got like a bad reputation, but like I don't remember it being really bad at all. I remember there were like some good gory gags in it, and it was just kind of a fun old school slasher movie. Um, so that's my memories of, and it's been many, many years since I last saw it. So yeah, I am kind of eager to want to revisit it. Oh, is Conjuring 3 coming out on HBO Max at the same time it's coming out in theaters? Because now HBO Max has changed that. Now that with the Dune movie, they were doing that, HBO Max and theaters at the same time. And now that theaters are opening back up and people are going to theaters, they're like, yeah, we're not going to do that anymore. Dune's going to theaters only. I was pull quoted on the Code Red Savage Streets Blu-ray under my real name back when I wrote for DVD Verdict. Oh, really? That's cool, Stone. I've probably got that. I'm pretty sure I've got that one back there. Well, no, wait a minute. The original Code. Oh, no, that was the DVD that went out of print really quick, as I recall. But yeah, I think I've got that Blu-ray too. I found too many great movies on Tubi. I had no idea how many good 80s horror flicks there were on there. Yeah, there's a lot of movies on Tubi. John Vernon, yes, he was the principal in Savage Streets. Yeah, so good. There's this quote. Sorry, I'm really behind on the chat. John D, what's up? How are you doing? A lot of people, looks like a lot of people are, let's see, there's a vote for Jeremy, another vote for Jeremy. Piz, it was Jeremy, come on. uh let's see. Looks like most people think it's Jeremy who won the trivia challenge. You're just gonna have to wait and see. You're just gonna have to wait and see. Yeah, Jeremy's birthday is on the 4th. It's coming up on the 4th, but we might do the stream on the 5th. Oh, that's right, Stone. You're watching the Warriors tomorrow at the Alamo. That's something definitely to look forward to, man. At 2.5 hours, I don't have any desire to watch Army of the Dead anytime soon. I will say this, though, for the runtime, it did feel like they could have cut quite a bit out of that, and they probably should have. They probably should have cut at least a couple of characters out of it. I really didn't think the runtime was that big of an issue. It didn't necessarily feel like a 2.5 hour movie, to me at least, but it did feel like it kind of went on too long. It's also one of those movies where there's a countdown and they go, we've got 9 minutes left. We got to get out of here. And then 20 minutes left in the movie, they're going, we got to get out of here. They're still trying to get out 20 minutes later after we've got 9 minutes left. And then 20 minutes later in the movie, nothing's happened. I resent it being titled Army of the Dead. What's the estimated time for the horror trivia video? That I don't know. I know it. I actually had to, my camera stopped. My camera will only record about 25 or so minutes in high definition continuously until it stops. And it stopped at one point, and I had to get up and fix it and reset things. So I'll edit it down. So I'm gonna bet somewhere around 15 minutes, maybe. Probably more. I don't know. We'll just see. Once I start editing it, I don't know, we'll see. There's lots of funny Jeremy moments, put it that way. There's lots of funny Jeremy moments. Your mom liked Army of the Dead, William. Hey, Borderline, what's going on? You didn't care for Army of the Dead either. But you followed up with Death Hunt, which was great. Yes, Death Hunt is really great. Mads Mikkelsen is in the chat. I wonder, is this the real Mads Mikkelsen? There's Christian. What's going on, Christian? How are you doing? Hey, Anthony, how are you? Jeremy knows his movies, that's for sure. No doubt about that, Cyberwolf. Oh, there's Garrett. Born to be rad. What's going on, man? How are you? What do I think of the new Blu-ray release for Explorers? I'm not familiar with the new Blu-ray release for Explorers. What am I drinking tonight? I've actually got some water here, but I have got a brand new chilled bottle of Stoli Vodka. So, and we've had some super chats. What am I thinking here? I should be doing cheers for the super chats. I'm slipping here. So yeah, fresh bottle of Stoli. Oh goodness. Oh, it's on there tight. Ah, there we go. Nice fresh vodka. So here we go. Nico, this first one is for you, my friend. Ooh, I love that glug, 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 glug. Cheers, Nico. That's some good stuff. Opened your sinuses right up. Good stuff. All right, this next one's for Gabe. Gabe, cheers to you, my friend. Ooh. Ooh. That one burned a little bit. Hi. That one burnt. The first one was really smooth. That one was fiery. That one was fired down below. Speaking of Steven Seagal. All right. That one was rough. Hey. I'm still not convinced Snyder is as good a director as a lot of people consider him to be. I mean, I think he's kind of, I mentioned in my Snyder Cuts review that he's kind of an acquired taste, but I mean, I think when he's working, if you look at his track record, when it's movies that other people have written that he directs, generally they're not bad. When it's movies that he directs that he's also written, results vary. So, and he wrote Army of the Dead. It has to be the real Mads. I know it's got to be the real Mads Mikkelsen, right? Borderline 11, thank you for the $4.99 super chat, sir. I owe you a shot, and I also owe 80s Horror Fan a shot. So I'm kind of letting those first two settle, especially that second one. Like I said, that second one was fire. That was fire. That one lit me up. But thank you for the $4.99 super chat, sir. Very, very kind of you. Justin Murad, what's up? How are you, sir? Cyber Wolf, you watch Texas Chainsaw Next Generation again. The best thing about this film is Matthew McConaughey. He's pretty entertaining to watch in that movie, especially with all of his remote controls that control his leg brace thing. I mean, the Next Generation is, I don't know. I find it entertaining for a lot of the wrong reasons. I think it's entertaining. I don't know. I find it entertaining. but I don't, I I don't watch it that often, but that'll put some hairs on your chest. I think actually it'll burn them off. I think that'll singe the hairs off of your chest. Drinking it straight, I know. I need to mix it with something. I think I've got some OJ upstairs. I might make some screwdrivers. Watchmen was good. Yeah, I love Watchmen. I think Watchmen is really good. Heroic Waffles, hello. Devil's Cut Bourbon. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Oh, Borderline 11. $9.99 super chat this time. Another shot on me. All right. All right. Here we go. This one's for Borderline 11. All right. Cheers to you, sir. Thank you for the 2 super chats. Good stuff. Good stuff. Did I finish the tequila I had last month? No. Let's see. How much of it have we? We've got a little less than half the bottle left. Jose Cuervo. So, not quite finished it. Just a little less than half the bottle. Love the He Knows You're Alone review. I laughed quite a bit during that one. Good job. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I don't know. That's another one kind of like Final Exam. I think I'm going to have to rewatch about a dozen times before I go. I like it. So, love the old school Freddy Krueger figure near the yeah. I'm actually going to do a video here in the near future. I've got a bunch of retro Freddy toys from the 80s that I've been intending to do a video on for a while. I've just not quite gotten around to doing it, but I intend to. I've got that, which is really cool. Still in the box. If you pull the string, he still talks. Got some other things, one of which is still in the packaging. And I think one of my favorites is the Freddy Squirter. The Freddy Squirter. You fill him up with water, or you dunk his head in water. There's a little bulb inside here that you fill with water, and then you squeeze it, and he shoots water out of his mouth at you, or your intended target. Freddy Squirter. How cool is that? Let's see. Is there a date on this thing? I don't see one. But this was made by LJN. I do know that, and it's sometime from the late 80s. The Freddy Squirter. I do have a couple of unboxings. Do you guys want to do a live unboxing? Hey, Rec, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. Devil's Cut is made by Jim Beam. Yeah, I think I am familiar with it, as a matter of fact. Outdoor con event in PA this weekend down near Philly. Tom Atkins is one of the guests. Very cool. Very cool. Tom Atkins is the man. I got to meet him once. I'd love to meet him again. I'd love to have him on the channel to talk about what it's like to be the Atkins, which I'm sure every day is just, glorious as the Atkins. I never hear his name come up, but for my dough, the most consistent, solid genre director since 2003 is Alexander Aja. Uh, yeah. I mean, you're probably right, Nico. I didn't see the Mirrors movie that he did with Kiefer Sutherland, which I've not heard very good things about it. But other than that, I think I've seen everything that he did post um, High Tension, and I've liked just about all of it. So, mafia themed movies this summer. Cool, Anthony. Lots of cool mafia movies out there. You used to put food coloring in your Freddy squirter. Very nice. Unboxing time. Okay, Mads Mikkelsen wants us to do an unboxing, and I'm a fan of Mads. So, Mads, I'm sorry. We're going to get to that here momentarily, sir. Love your work, by the way. There's Lauren in the chat. What's going on? Stephen Graham Jones just won the Novel of the Year Stoker Award for Only Good Indian. Well deserved. Did Slugs win any Stoker Awards when it came out? Because that novel should have won all of the Stoker Awards. Oh yeah, I know that, Greg. I know that. I know the Atkins is a hometown boy in PA. Yeah, I've heard some of the Merkin songs, William. I like them. They're fun. All right, let's do some unboxings. Let's do some live unboxings, shall we? We've not done a live unboxing in a while, so here we go. I actually got two, but I do have a couple other cool things that I wanted to show off. So here we go. Live unboxing. Here we go. Sean Hudson hasn't won anything, if I'm not mistaken. That's a crying shame. That's a crying shame. All right, so here we go. Oh, see, oh. Now this is how you package something. Just look at that. Look at all those bags tightly packed in there. That is how you pack something, anything. Very nicely done. Oh, oh, oh. Take a look at that. Lots of bags, my goodness. But it's arriving in perfect condition. And that's what matters. Check this out. How cool is that? So yeah, it's a the Misfits skull head thing turned into a hockey mask. Hey Juliet, what's up? How are you? Let's try it on for good size. For good size. Let's try it on for good measure. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Crimson Ghost. There you go. Hey, there's Dan in the chat. What's up, Dan? How are you doing? Joe Bob Tar Heel, hello. Juliet Amore, hello, Juliet. I have not picked up Resident Evil 8. The mask makes me appear very focused. What's going on, Big Crack Rock? How you doing tonight, man? Sting the Scorpion. What's up, Sting? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, pretty cool mask. I don't know if I should say the person's name. I don't know if I should dox the person or not, but they had posted a picture of one of these that they had made in a Facebook collectors group. And I was like, that's really cool. Can you make me one? And they were like, sure. So, but yeah, really nice job on it. Nice weathering. The chevrons are very cool. Yeah, just looks like a really cool cool mask. The mask is amazing. Yeah, they did a really good job. That's scary. That's really cool. What's up, Jared? How are you? Ethan. How are you doing, Ethan? I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Scorpion. I'll just say the person's name. They're on Facebook. Their name is Scout Anderson, and they will paint you one of these. I think I paid $60 for this. So look up Scout on Facebook and say, hey, I want a mask like Piz. And there you go. Dawn of the Dead. How's it going, Dawn? Johnny Melancholy. How's it going? How are you? Tonight. Oh, it's your birthday, Ethan. Well, happy birthday. Have you done anything special today for your birthday? I'm good, Dawn. How are you? Well, yeah, Scout asked me if I wanted it painted any certain way, and I was like, I wonder what this would look like with blue chevrons on it. But then I was like, just go ahead and give me the standard, part 3 chevron look. And yeah. But yeah, really cool. Do I prefer Danzig Misfits or Mikhail Grave Misfits? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm really not that familiar with the Misfits music. I'm actually more familiar with Glenn Danzig's music than I am with the Misfits. That Stoli got me hot. It's insulated me. It's like, yeah. I have to turn my fan on over here. Joe Cool, what's up? How are you doing? The Lost Boys Visit to the Filming Location by Grim Life Collect. I've seen that. I've seen that one, Joe Cool. I think I actually commented on that one. How cool what a great job they did. But yeah, I've seen that one. I've seen that. Did y'all see the picture that's been trending on Twitter of like the movie, like marquee thing in 1987 when the lineup was like the Lost Boys, Predator, RoboCop, and one other big one. I don't remember what the other one was, but I mean, Can you imagine going to the theater and there's Lost Boys, RoboCop, and Predator there all at the same time? Has there ever been 3 movies released at the same time or near, one another like that? I mean, I don't remember ever being that torn as to what to watch at the theater. You know what I mean? So that's a freaking lineup though. That's a freaking lineup. That's one you just go to the theater and you stay there all day. You watch all 3. I've not seen I've not seen Knock Knock with Keanu Reeves, but I've heard a lot about it. I need to watch it. I definitely need to watch it because I've heard a lot about it. I know that there's a there's pizza plays a big role in the film somehow. So uh we actually we actually talked a lot about that movie on an episode of Region Free not long ago. So we went way into more depth than anyone ever needed to go when discussing Knock Knock. I'm kicking back. Oh, you got your day off, Don. Cool. Me and my friends had a marathon of the first 4 Friday the 13th movies and had a baseball game. It was a good day. Oh, that's cool, Ethan. How old are you? Borderline 11. Thank you for the $9.99 super chat. You look like you could use another drink. Shout out to Joe Bob Tarheel. All right. This may turn out to be a short stream. I don't know. Or it could turn out to be like I pass out and you guys just watch me sleep stream. That's right. The other movie was Full Metal Jacket. Thank you, Sting. Yeah. What's your 4 favorite 80s comedies, Piz? Let me do this shot. It'll help me think, I'm sure. Oh, I love that glug, glug, glug sound. All right, Borderline 11. For you, my friend, cheers. That one didn't want to go down. That one didn't want to go down. It is getting hot in here. It is getting hot. Danzig solo stuff is great. And Samhain. I've not listened to any of the Samhain stuff. Oh, favorite 80s comedy. Oh man. Favorite 80s comedy. Maybe oh man. I don't know. Ferris Bueller's Day Off jumps to mind. Christmas Vacation jumps to mind. I'll go with those. I'll go with those two. You just finished watching It's Me, Billy. It comes out on the 28th. Oh, how'd you get to see it early, Johnny? When is the 28th? That's next Friday. I've seen the tour of Savini's School from the Grim Life too, Scott. You've never seen Lost Boys Meaningless Movie Talk? Come on, man. You need to watch that tonight. You need to watch that tonight. Thank you, Joe. Let's see. Sorry, I've lost track of the chat again. It's free pizza, yes. Knock Knock is on Tubi for free now. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Oh, Ethan, you turned 18. Well, happy 18th birthday, man. I can't stand any movie where pizza is abused or exploited. Me neither. Me neither. Don't disrespect pizza. That's what I'm saying. Predator, The Lost Boys, Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn. What a crazy lineup. That would be quite a lineup. What do I think about the new mask of Michael Myers for Halloween Kills? I think it looks pretty cool. With half of it burnt, I think it looks a lot better than just the regular 2018 mask. I wasn't a big fan of the look of the 2018 mask. That's why I don't own any. I don't know. I might actually buy a Halloween Kills mask because I think that, that Phantom of the Opera look kind of is cool. Another great day for cinema was June 25th. Blade Runner and John Carpenter's The Thing both opened the same day. Yep. That'd been a good weekend. That would have been a good weekend. The opposite of that great lineup would be Superman 4, Jaws the Revenge, Leonard Part 6, and the Garbage Pail Kids. I can tell you, I'd be watching Jaws the Revenge for sure. I prefer Platoon over Full Metal Jacket too, Greg. All right, Borderline, take care, man. Have a good night. Thank you for the super chats. Have a good one, buddy. Favorite 80s Ghostbusters. Yes, how could I forget Ghostbusters? Yes. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. That's another one. Yep. Back to the Future. I was never a big Back to the Future guy growing up. That was one of those series that I just never really got into as a kid. Toronto Freddy. How's it going, buddy? How's things up in Toronto? Have you seen the NECA Ultimate New Blood Jason box art? Yes. I have seen that. It's been pushed back to what, July now or something like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't get pushed back again in July. I'll believe it when I see it on store shelves or when it's available to pre-order from like a website. Then I'll believe that it's really happening. So, Joey, what's up, man? I'm watching the Amityville Horror from 79, then later tonight, the one from 2005. Oh, cool. Very cool, Joey. I've seen both. I don't remember much about the one from 2005. And the one from 79's okay. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's okay. I'm glad you liked Army of the Dead, Toronto Freddy. I did not. I did not like it at all. I did a little rant on it earlier, as a matter of fact. Abel Ferreira's Driller Killer has the best worst Pete. Yes. I think you're right, Meaningless Movie Talk. I think you're right. That's some nasty looking pizza that he's eating in that movie with his very dirty looking hands. Very nasty, greasy looking pizza. Yeah. Not appetizing at all. Stripes, yeah, Stripes is good. They're putting a new BTTF box sets in one of those yellow plutonium boxes. Talk about deluxe. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Hmm. Piz, if you were to do a Friday the 13th reboot, what would you do? I think I've had too many shots of Stoli to be able to really think that deeply. Although it would be simple, straightforward slasher goodness. No backstories, no origin stories, none of that crap. Jason is an adult. He's got his mask. He's doing his thing, and there you go. Maybe set it in winter. Megavania fan, what's up? The Jeremy trivia video will probably be out. I don't know if it's going to be out next week because there's a lot of editing that I got to do on it. It's a pretty long video, and or the raw files are two long videos, so it's going to require some editing. Plus, I'm going to add sound effects and stuff like that. So I'm hoping it'll be out by sometime next week, but it'll likely come out. I'd say it's more likely to come out the week after. So. From what I'm hearing, Army of the Dead is a love it or hate it thing. I don't think I hated it. I just thought it was really. There were things I liked about it. There were some characters I liked in the film. There were some action sequences I liked in the film, but I mean, it was just really messy and, like I said, really derivative and predictable, and even on that level of like just turning your brain off and just watching it that way, just like it's just kind of like dumb, fun entertainment. I couldn't really get into it because I don't know. It seemed to me like weren't there at least one or two characters in that film that just kind of disappeared. They were there and then they were kind of gone and there was no explanation of what happened to them. Like toward the end, there was a character in the helicopter and then that character completely disappeared. So I don't know, maybe something happened really quick and like I didn't see it. But like the whole point of the movie was that character rescuing that character. And then at the end, that character completely vanished. So again, maybe I don't know, but I remember like I was going, what happened to that one character? Where'd they go? And they were just gone. So still, I wouldn't say I hated it. I just was like very, this isn't. I just didn't think it was very good. I somewhat agree. I enjoy the first Back to the Future, but I don't care for the sequels. I've never really cared for Robert Zemeckis as a director. Used Cars, Castaway, and Back to the Future are the only films he's made that I really enjoy. What do y'all think about the Indiana Jones movies? And they're gonna do another Indiana Jones movie. I I mean, the first two Indiana Jones, I mean, if you were a kid and you grew up in the 80s, those are like, I mean, those are like classics. The third one I think is okay with Sean Connery. I've not even watched the Crystal Skull. I have no interest in watching the Crystal Skull, but they're going to do another Indiana Jones movie. And like, I mean, Harrison Ford he's got to be in his 70s, right? I mean, good God, let it go. But let it go, but don't like, reboot it with somebody else's Indy, or like, have Indy pass the hat and the whip down to somebody else. Don't do that. Just leave it be. Leave it be. 2.5 hours was my biggest gripe with Army of the Dead. It felt like a big budget asylum film with the zombie tiger. You know what, Dan? Dan, I agree. It felt like a big budget asylum movie. Wow. I think you nailed it. That's it. That you nailed it right there. Big budget asylum movie. The Girls in Slumber Party Massacre. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they eat the pizza that the pizza delivery guy brings. And he's dead. And yeah, that's a nasty looking pizza too. Joey, thank you so much for the $5 super chat, sir. I want to thank you for the Amityville Horror House shirt. You got me. I wear it a lot. Cool. Also, I don't know if you heard Ronnie DeFeo Jr. passed away March 12th. I did hear about him passing away. I did, yes. But glad you liked the shirt, man. And thank you for the super chat. Very, very kind of you. Oh my goodness. I'm really behind on the chat, and I apologize. But thank you, Joey. Which Friday the 13th is your favorite? I love the first 8 so much that it's difficult for me to pick a favorite to be impartial about it, because I love all those movies. My comfort Friday I'd say there's actually a few of them that I would consider comfort movies. I don't know. I love the first. I love Jason Goes to Hell too. So I love the first 9 movies, but the Paramount 8 are really the ones that that are very kind of near and dear to my heart. Well, Jason Goes to Hell is too, but it's hard to pick a favorite. Porky's was a good comedy from the 80s. That's true. You know what I will say about, and this isn't spoilery at all, the horror trivia challenge that Jeremy and I did, it was so weird because the questions went from like, who directed Nightmare on Elm Street, to asking the most obscure question about the most obscure horror movie possible. It was ridiculous, the range of the questions in that the Trivial Pursuit horror movie trivia. Like there's one question, what was the house mother's name in the House on Sorority Row? And I went, are you freaking serious? Even hardcore House on Sorority Row fans aren't going to tell you what the freaking house mother's name is in that movie. Like, seriously? And then there was one about there were some really crazy obscure questions in there, and then out of the blue there'd be like, what's the villain's name in Nightmare on Elm Street? So you never knew if you were going to get like something super obscure or if you were going to get something like, like ridiculously easy. It was so weird. Yeah. So the trivia challenge video will be funny. It'll be interesting. Jeremy's got some funny reactions too, because he would have to cover his mouth when it was my turn, and you could tell that he was just dying to answer the question. So, yeah. Apparently a prequel and an animated series are in the works for Army of the Dead. Great. I hope the fans of Army of the Dead will enjoy it. I only like Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah, I think Raiders of the, what was the second one? Was Temple of Doom, right? I remember watching Temple of Doom more as a kid than Raiders, but I loved both as a kid. So I mean, yeah, just let him go. Just let Indy go. Let him have his retirement. You know what I mean? He's earned it. An 80-year-old Indiana Jones is pretty ridiculous. Exactly. Oh, you saw Temple of Doom in theaters, Greg. Very cool. The original 3 Indiana Jones films are fantastic. I've only seen the third one, I think, once. I mean, I remember liking it, but I don't know. The first two are kind of where I don't know. The first two are my favorites. And actually, I've not watched either one in a long a long time. So they weren't that close to me that I had to run out and watch Kingdom of the Crystal Skull when it first came out. Even at that point, I was like, come on. I mean, geriatric Indiana Jones here. But I've not heard good things about that movie at all. The new indie film sounds like a train wreck already. Yeah. Hey, Anthony Anderson, what's up? How are you doing? Army of the Dead was very disappointing. Snyder has lost most of what little talent he had to begin with. I thought they were pushing it with Harrison Ford in the last film. Yeah, exactly. I adore them. Uncanny Spirit says the fourth film is bad, but I've seen worse. Uh, Persog 91. How you doing? Nice collection. Greetings from Brazil. How's everything going in Brazil? I need to pick up my post-stream movie, The Burning or Waxwork. Oh, you need help picking out my post-stream movie, The Burning or Waxwork. You really can't go wrong with either one, Nico. They're both great. Geez, that's a tough one. It depends. Are you in a slasher movie mood, or are you in kind of a more fun, nostalgic horror kind of mood? Because if you're in a slasher mood, Burning, because I think The Burning is one of the best 80 slashers. If you're just kind of you want a fun, just a fun horror movie, then Waxwork. You're a huge fan of Halloween? Cool. The villain's name in Nightmare on Elm Street is Rod Lane. Exactly. That's what. Romancing the Stone. I know I've seen it, but it was many, many years ago. I don't remember a thing about it. Yeah, Greg. Yeah. The questions are such a wide range of give me questions, and then here's like something super obscure. Where can I get the Friday the 13th t-shirt? This shirt was was it a, oh gosh. It wasn't a Fright Rags. It was geez, I don't remember what company put this shirt out. Yes, John G. I love a lot of Stallone and Schwarzenegger movies. Yes. Saw Raiders at the drive-in last year with Jaws. It's the best written by far of the franchise, but it was never close to my heart. What movies do I watch every year? A lot of holiday horror. I watch. There's certain holiday horror movies I watch every year during the holidays. Silent Night, Deadly Night 1 and 2, Black Christmas, Silent Night, Bloody Night, Don't Open Till Christmas, Christmas Evil. Those are the ones. I'm really kind of more regimented about holiday movies during Christmas than I am about watching like Halloween movies during Halloween, or just, horror in general during Halloween. The house mother was Mrs. Slater. Yeah, I was like, yeah. Who knows that? I mean, even super hardcore fans of that movie. I mean, like the house mother from Sorority. I mean, come on. Let's do another unboxing, shall we? All right, Eric, take care, man. Thanks for hanging out. All right, another unboxing. This is from my buddy Wall over at Howling Wolf Records. Any soundtrack fans out there? Anybody a collector of horror movie soundtracks or just of movie soundtracks in general? Walls sent me a box here. Feels like it's got quite a few CDs in it. So let's check it out. He has packaged it really well, too. Really well. I'm a big fan of House on Sorority Row, and I didn't know that answer offhand. Yeah. Wall definitely packaged this well. I got to give that to him. All right, there we go. Big Trouble in Little China is one of the few films you watch every year. What I think of the Boogans from 81, it's been it's been many, many years since I last watched the Boogans. I really don't remember very much about it. Brian, you collect soundtracks on vinyl. Cool. I've got Friday the 13th Part 5. I've got Halloween 1 through 5 on vinyl. I think that's all the vinyl soundtracks I've got. But now these are all CDs. So let's see what we got here. Well, he sent me quite a package here. This is Howling Wolf Records' newest soundtrack release for The Prowler. Music composed by Richard Einhorn. Really cool. It will freeze your blood. So yeah, The Prowler soundtrack. Very cool. Speaking of Christmas horror, one of my favorite Christmas horror movies. I watch it every year. The last few years I've watched it live with everybody. Silent Night, Bloody Night. Music composed and conducted by Gershon Kingsley. Very nice. Very cool. Silent Night, Bloody Night. How cool is that? There's more holiday horror in here, though. There is more holiday horror. One of my all-time favorite holiday horror films, Silent Night, Deadly Night, the 35th anniversary edition. Perry Botkin. Lots of stuff on here, too. My goodness. 2 discs. Got original soundtrack mixes, original score, original songs by Morgan Ames. Let's see. Does this have the warm side of the door on it? I love that song. The Warm Side of the Door. Oh, great song. Let's see. Is it on here? I can't. Yes, the warm. There it is. The Warm Side of the Door. If only I could play it right now without getting stung by the copyright bee. He knows when you've been naughty. I think there's even more holiday horror in here. There is. There is. Silent Night. Music composed by Kevin. I have no idea how to pronounce that last name. Ripple? Ryle? I don't know. Okay, there's Silent Night. Let's see. There's more, and I think there's more holiday horror too. Yes. I've never seen this one. A Cadaverous Christmas. William Campbell. Anybody familiar with A Cadaverous Christmas? Zombies for the holidays. Oh, it's a holiday zombie movie. I may have to look into it. A Cadaver Christmas. Better watch out. More holiday horror. I may have to revisit. Better watch out this holiday season. Brian Kachia. And last one, Uli Lamel's The Boogeyman. Music composed by Tim Krog. This is what do y'all think of The Boogeyman? It's been a long time since I've seen The Boogeyman. The Boogeyman is here. It's been a long, long time since I last saw The Boogeyman. But yeah, very nice. Yeah, a lot of soundtracks here from Howling Wolf Records. If you guys are a fan of soundtracks, definitely go check out Howling Wolf Records. But yeah, some really cool stuff. Silent Night, Bloody Night, The Prowler, Silent Night, Deadly Night, The Boogeyman. Yeah, very cool. So yeah, go check out Howling Wolf Records. Very nice. Now, I do intend to do a video talking about a couple of these soundtracks here in the near future. So, and I think one of them I'll actually be able to play some music from. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, some really cool stuff from Howling Wolf Records. I do have the Pieces vinyl too. That's right, Derek. Yes, I do have Pieces. The Pieces vinyl. Yes, indeed I do. Silent Night, Bloody Night is very good. I agree, Nico. Yes. A Cadaver Christmas is hilarious. I'll have to look into it. Never seen Silent Night, Bloody Night. I'm guessing it is good. Yes, yes. I love Silent Night, Bloody Night, Justin. And the good thing about that movie, it is you can find it anywhere. It's public domain. There's a really good quality version of it on YouTube. So feeling much better, guys, but still blah. I'm glad you're feeling a little better, Stone. Yeah, and these CDs have really nice, at least from what I saw on the website, they've got really nice booklets inside and really cool art and stuff. So, yeah. Am I doing the watch along to Silent Night, Bloody Night again this year? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's not Christmas. It just wouldn't feel like Christmas without doing the Silent Night, Bloody Night watch along. Hey, Jess, what's up? How are you doing? How much of the bottle do I have left? You mean the Stoli bottle? It's right here. We've barely got the neck out. The neck out. Um, so let me tell you, it doesn't take much to get you feeling warm and fuzzy inside. Put it that way. Feeling very warm and fuzzy. Silent Night Bloody Night is not available on Blu-ray. There's a DVD release of it from Film Chest, which is good. It's probably the best physical media release of it out there. Well, it is the best physical media release of it out there. That's a movie you can find on so many of those packs of public domain movies, but the quality is usually pretty bad on those. The Film Chest release was it's a restoration, and it looks pretty good. If you've not liked the stream, please do so. I'd appreciate it. No Country for Old Men is another film I find myself watching multiple times a year. Even though the film is dark, the humor and characters just get me completely immersed. Yeah, No Country for Old Men is No Country for Old Men is a really good movie. Yeah. Hello, friendo. Most expensive thing I've seen at a horror con. Geez, I don't. Well, there was some people at a horror con a few years ago that I went to that had made some really nice busts, like really, really nice busts of like the American Werewolf in Werewolf, not the full werewolf, but like the scene where David Naughton wakes up in bed. He's got the fangs and the eyes and stuff. They had like a Beetlejuice head. They had some really nice, like really, really well done busts, and they wanted hundreds and hundreds of dollars for those things. So that's off the top of my head, most expensive thing I think I've seen at a con. What's up, Christian? The sweet sound and taste of the Asian experience. How you doing, ma'am? Thank you for that $1.99 super chat. Very kind of you. I like to watch Cemetery Man frequently. Yeah, Cemetery Man's a great flick. I've not watched it in a while. I need to watch it. I think is there a good Blu-ray release of it out there? Because all I've got is the DVD. Oh goodness, here is a release from, I'm not sure what country, but it is very dirty. Very dirty. Don't think it's gotten a US Blu-ray release, unfortunately. Well, actually, Shameless. Oh, Shameless did one. Yeah, when did that come out? 2018. It's still available. I wonder if it's presented in a remastered HD version for the first time. Huh. Anybody got the Shameless De La Morte de l'Amour release? Cemetery Man has several region-free and locked overseas Blu-rays. I'm gonna have to look into it because I think the only Cemetery Man release I've got is the DVD, and it's pretty old. I kick ass for the Lord, yeah. Such a good movie, man. The first time I watched that movie, I don't know, it didn't kind of strike a note with me. But the second time I watched it, I was just really like, just immersed and blown away by that film. It's kind of a shame that Michele Soavi didn't direct more, or at least, up to that kind. I mean, he definitely set the bar high. Um, but yeah. Just got the Pieces deluxe edition from eBay, $200. Wow. I didn't know it was that much. Yeah, Stage Fright is good. Stage Fright is good. I'm not that big a fan of The Church. It's got I think The Church starts out really strong. Then it just kind of transitions into just another Demons movie, which he didn't want to make a Demons movie, but then it kind of just turns into another Demons movie, I think. It's not bad, but Michele Soavi took years off to deal with family stuff. So I've heard. Actually, let's look up Michele. Michele doing. It just looks like he's directed a bunch of stuff for TV. A lot of TV series, TV movies, TV miniseries. Done a lot of TV stuff. Blood of the Losers, The Goodbye Kiss. Oh, The Sect. I forgot about The Sect. I've actually not seen The Sect in a long time. Is The Sect good? AKA The Devil's Daughter. Suave had to tend to a sick family member and put his career on hold. Well, that's Michael Suave took yes, and the industry in Italy was pretty dead not long after he left. TV is where it has been. TV is where it was at by then. Yeah. I have 3 Cemetery Man Blu-ray: Shameless, a German collector's edition, and a media book. Cool, Brian. The Sect is not very good. If you didn't like The Church, proceed with caution. Yeah, I may not care for The Sect. The Sect is very solid, but my favorite is actually Stage Fright. Yeah, Stage Fright's fun. I revisited Stage Fright, I don't know, a few months back, I think. Somewhere around that time. It was on Amazon Prime, and I was like, hey, or maybe Shudder. It was on one of the two. I was like, hey, I've not watched this in a while. Let's watch a guy wearing an owl mask kill some people. Sounds like a good time. Oh, I did happen to get I got my hands on the Fog 4K release, the special limited edition one. I slept on all these when they first came out, and I managed to pick this one up on Amazon UK, and it's a really nice release. But when I posted pictures of it, I had a couple of people go, "Yeah, it's a beautiful release, but the 4K looks awful." So has anybody else seen this? And is the 4K transfer not good? Got the poster, got like the lobby cards and stuff. Here's the booklet. Nice booklet. It's 4 discs. Oh, that's right. One of them is the soundtrack. That's right. So yeah. Hey ED, what's up? It's been a long time. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. What did I think of the 88 Films Urban Legend box? I've not dug into it yet, Nico. I was actually maybe going to do a video uh deep dive on the box set since you said that's you wanted to see it, you know? What Nico wants, Nico gets is my philosophy. So let's see. If you could win one item from the Lost Boys, what would it be? One of the taxidermy creatures, takeout boxes, Frog Brothers weapon, Tim Capello sax used for I Still Believe. That's a tough one, man. I honestly, I'd probably have to go with the sax. Tim Capello's screen used sax from the Lost Boys. I'd have to go with that. I'd have to go with that. If I couldn't have that, I could have anything. It would be Kiefer Sutherland's entire wardrobe from that movie. He has the coolest ensemble in that movie. It's me, Elizabeth Denise. Oh, how have you been, Elizabeth? The issue with the Fog 4K is the compression isn't the best. Gabe Smith, what's up? So 4K is not even 4K. It's a ripoff. Don't give in to the hype. They don't even shoot movies in 4K. Okay. You know what? A lot of people are claiming The Fog as their favorite John Carpenter film. I love The Fog. But I always kind of thought that, felt like The Fog was kind of his, one of his more overlooked films. But it seems like lately there's been like a big, I don't know, groundswell of love for The Fog, and people saying, no, that's my favorite John Carpenter movie, or people saying that's my favorite horror movie. So, yeah. And Lauren says it's his favorite Carpenter film. But lighting fog and mist is difficult business, and the picture is soft. What do I think of Near Dark? I love Near Dark. It's one of my favorite vampire flicks. I saw that, Mark. The Toonie Terrors, the Fog. Yeah, I want the Toonie Terrors, Harry Warden. That's the one I want. The Fog is all about the Lovecraftian M.R. James atmosphere, so of course it's my favorite. Great atmosphere, great music, great cast. I mean, what more could you want? How is Baba's The Whip in the Body? I don't think I've not seen that. Cliff. You're watching Halloween 2018 right now, Elizabeth. Cool. Oh, Nico, you saw The Fog in the theater. Very nice. Very cool. Yeah, I love that Harry Warden Toonie Terrace figure looked really good. Looked really cool. He's got like a lean. He's like leaning a little bit. I think that's cool. Here's something else I wanted to show off. The Ghost Michael Hot Topic exclusive bobblehead. That's pretty cool. My girlfriend ordered me this for Christmas, last Christmas, and it arrived last week. So let's check it out. He's got packing up in. He's got something up inside his skirt. Let me get this out. There we go. The Ghost Myers bobble head. Can I get your ghost, Bob? He's got the phone down there at his feet. He's got Bob's glasses on. Pretty cool. Let's put Bob over here. There you go. Most everything from Baba is essential. I love Whip in the body, Cliff. The whip in the body is amazing. Baba and Lee can't go wrong. Oh, can you go wrong? I like Christine a lot too, Greg. I bought Motel Hell and Tourist Trap because of your reviews, and I see why they're classics. Cool. Glad to help out there. Yeah, Motel Hell and Tourist Trap. Great flicks. It's being called old as hell. I would have loved to have seen The Fog in the theater. I wish they had made a sequel to My Bloody Valentine right after the first one was made. I don't know. I'm kind of glad it's one of those movies that just, it had its one film. It did everything it needed to do, and it is what it is. Is there any one actor you'd like to see star in a horror franchise reboot, or a specific director you'd want to make a reboot? Hasn't just about every actor been in a horror movie at some point? I don't know. How about I was going to say Michael Mann. I'd like to see Michael Mann make another horror movie. I'll go with Michael Mann. I want to see Michael Mann make another horror film. That'd been a good idea if they did pop some fog into the theater during the fog. That would have been that'd been really yeah. Piers the Tourist Trap remaster looks fantastic. Quite a coup for it to be PG rated as well. It's true. That's true. No more reboots. Period. I think I could get behind that. Yeah, I don't want to see Michael Mann do a reboot unless he's going to go back and do the keep his way. You know. There we go. See Michael Mann do an original horror film. Or even Tarantino. Hasn't Tarantino been teasing about, he wants to do a horror movie. He's talked about wanting to do a horror movie for all these years, and he's just never done one. So I think he needs to, you know, he needs to poop or get off the pot. Yes, Elizabeth, I know. Yeah, Halloween Kills coming out in October. I got to experience actual fog outside at the drive-in while seeing it. Oh man, I bet that was cool. I bet that was cool. No more reboots or remakes. I saw somebody asked if I liked Psycho Gorman. Not really. I wasn't a big fan of Psycho Gorman. Tarantino was who you were thinking of, or Taika Waititi, Taika, Taika Waititi. All right, Elizabeth, take care. Have a good one. Psycho's. I don't think I've seen Psycho's in Love, Cliff. But yeah, did anybody else pick up the Saw 4K? I was talking about it a little while ago. I finished watching it just before the stream. Did they explain in the sequel or in any of the sequels what happened to Lee Whannell's character at the end of Saw? Or is he just locked in that room forever? Or did Carrie Elwes send help? A theater attendant walked in with a ventriloquist puppet after dead silence. That would have been interesting. Yeah, The Conjuring 3, that comes out pretty soon, I think. I don't know. Somebody asked me about that earlier in the stream, and I was kind of like, I'm not really excited for it. Don't think I'm going to run out to the theater and watch it. I'm just probably going to wait till it hits streaming, and maybe watch it then. You passed on the Saw 4K. I'm not going to lie. I was tempted after watching the first one to maybe revisit at least like 2 and 3, because I know I've seen 2, 3, and 4, and then after that, I don't think I've seen any of the other ones. So gonna watch It Follows for the first time tonight, completely blind. Cool. I really like It Follows. Halloween Kills trailer. I bet it's gonna come out next month. Bet it's gonna come out in June. The trailer for The Conjuring 3 doesn't look great. Still, I do enjoy those way more than Annabelle and the other spinoffs. Yeah, let's see. The first Annabelle movie, I think I saw that. I saw that in the theater. And that was, yeah. 2 and 3, I don't remember being bad though. Didn't what's his name that directed Doctor Sleep? Didn't he direct the second Annabelle movie, or was no that was the Ouija. That was the Ouija sequel. Yeah. Still think I've seen those. I think I still could. I know I've seen at least one Annabelle sequel, and I thought it wasn't bad. Annabelle 2 is the only one that delivered for you. Although I'm pretty sure I've seen Annabelle 3 also. Didn't Annabelle 3 have like a werewolf in it or something? Annabelle Comes Home. Pretty sure. Yeah, I saw Annabelle Comes Home too. Yeah. Yeah. I don't remember much about Comes Home other than the werewolf. I think I'd rather watch Dolly Dearest than any of the Annabelle movies. There's better killer doll movies out there. Should watch The Kindred from '87. I think I've seen The Kindred. Is that the one that had like the monster in the baby bottle on the VHS? Yeah, yeah. I've seen The Kindred. It's been a long time, but I've seen The Kindred. I think Synapse has been working on that Kindred release for a long time. Who did I think was the better lead actress? Neve Campbell or Jennifer Love Hewitt? I guess I'd have to go with Neve, but I did like Jennifer Love Hewitt back in the day. Yeah. I like Insidious. Yep, I like Insidious. The sequel, stay away from the sequel. But oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. I'm thinking of Sinister. I really like Insidious. Yes. Not a fan of the sequels though. And I liked Sinister, but not the sequel. Stay away from that sequel. Not a good sequel. Blumhouse is supposed to remake The Craft. Didn't they already do that? Wasn't there a Craft semi remake or reboot or whatever that came out not long ago? Insidious was James Wan. Yes. Yes. I don't think I've not seen Heartbreakers, Dan. The Craft 2 is hot garbage. I can imagine. It's a sequel. Yeah, I can imagine. I skipped it. Do like the first Craft. I like it. James Wan is supposed to be remaking Salem's Lot. Is that right? See, I'm surprised there's not been another Salem's Lot remake since that the one with Rob Lowe, which I think that one's actually pretty good. I'm not seeing anything new on a Salem's Lot remake. There was apparently some news on it back in last year. Gary Dauberman. Big screen adaptation of Salem's Lot, which he wrote or co-wrote the new It movies. But that's another one. Just leave it alone. Don't just leave it alone. Which Nev Campbell movie do I like more, Scream or The Craft? Scream. Psycho 1960. Watch it. I have a few times. Thank you, Eric. Never visited the graveyard where Night of the Living Dead was filmed. I have been to the Monroeville Mall, though, where Dawn of the Dead was filmed. I would like to go to that cemetery, though. I'd also like to go to the mine where they filmed Day of the Dead. Hollywood still hasn't produced a new Crow movie, and they shouldn't. They shouldn't. Just leave that one alone too. They've tried, but they've not succeeded like 3 times. So at that point, just leave it alone. We don't need any more Crow movies or Crow reboots or anything like that. Leave it alone. I want to thank you for all the amazing reviews you do. I watch it with terminally ill father. He loves each and every one. Oh, well, thank you, Joshua. Say hello to your dad for me. I'm glad he enjoys the videos too. Canadian Crypt, how's it going? My dad saw Candyman 2 being filmed in New Orleans back in 94. Cool. Psycho 2 is really good. Psycho 2 is probably one of the best sequels ever. I've been to, oh, you've been there, Justin. Cool. It's owned by the U.S. government now. You've been, okay. Dan, it's a holy, it is holy ground. I recommend everyone go to Riverside Drive-In's April Drive-In Festival, and you can hit all kinds of Romero filming locations nearby. Cool. I've been to the graveyard where they shot Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I've been to that one. Let me see if I can find that video, because that's a really interesting place. Let's see. Where'd that go? It's around here somewhere. Why the heck can't I find it? Why the heck can I not find that video? Here we are. We don't need audio. It was actually my birthday when I visited the graveyard. So you don't need to hear me do commentary or smack my lips from chewing gum. I don't know why I decided to shoot this while I was chewing gum, but yeah, there's the monuments where they at the beginning of the film. It's in Texas. I don't remember exactly where it is, but it was very, very easy to spot that monument. So let me speed it along here a little bit. And this graveyard is really like on the I don't know how much like toward the back over there, it gets really old. Like there's some really old graves, like where you can't even see people's names on them anymore. And there were a lot of the really old ones though that like people had recently visited and put flowers and stuff on, which I thought was really cool. Now I'm a hippie. I work for the federal government and had to go to the mine where Day of the Dead was filmed to get my USPIV card made. They take you in on a golf cart, but you can't take pictures with your phone. Oh, that sucks. So do they not store stuff down there anymore? Do they not store like because I mean they used to store like a lot of business Businesses stored their files down there and all kinds of stuff. Do they not do that anymore? Is it completely just ran by the government? And is that where they're keeping the aliens? That's where they're keeping the bodies of the aliens, I'm sure. Hey, CR, how's it going? So, yeah, that's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the graveyard. And let's see here. Let me move it along because I tried to do. Tried to film kind of the same. Let's see. Now it's out of focus. All right, that's all of it. Then you get a close up of my mouth, which is what everybody wants. But there you go. Yeah, it is sad that so much, I mean, a lot of the cast and crew of Chainsaws, they're gone now, that sucks. I mean, it's a 40 something year old movie at this point. They have a major archive in there for celebrities. Guy took me by and pointed it out to me. He said Ozzy Osbourne has some stuff in archive in there. Cool. Yeah, it's I got to go to I went to the graveyard, of course. And then I went to the house, the Sawyer house, which is it was moved from its original location and now it's like it's a restaurant. And I got to say, I had one of the best burgers of my life there. Their burgers are really good. So let's check this out. So here we are driving through Texas. And the people who run the restaurant, they were so nice to just let me run around that place like a maniac filming stuff. Um, there it is. There it is. And I mean, there were like customers inside, and you know, I just ran around like a maniac filming everything. And they were just like, yep, whatever. You want to go upstairs? Go upstairs. Whatever. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, I was really crushed when Toby passed away too. Him and Gunner both, yeah. I was lucky enough to meet almost everyone from TCM and never had a bad experience with any of them. Let's see, I met Gunner. I met geez, what's his name who played the hitchhiker? Oh, daggone it, I can't believe I've forgotten his name. But he was really nice. Gosh, I think that may be it. I think that's the only people I've met. No, I met John. Geez, I'm horrible with names. He played Grandpa. I've met him. The Grand Central Cafe. There it is. Yeah, Ed Neal. Yes, Ed Neal. Yes, Ed Neal. He was really nice. John Dugan. Yeah, I met John Dugan. John Dugan, I won't say anything. Gonna walk upstairs, go get Grandpa. This is a nice little cozy place up here, you know? Got some comfortable chairs. Got a little bar area. You can have some fun up there, you know? I'd never seen that picture before with Jim Cedow wearing a mask like that. Never seen that one. Dugan has a pretty raunchy sense of humor. Yeah, yeah. He wasn't raunchy with me when I met him, but he'd had a few drinks, put it that way. He'd had a few drinks. And I'm sorry if you can hear the fan on my computer. I was talking about it earlier. My computer, my poor beautiful computer. My workhorse I've had for many, many years. I think she's, you know, hopefully she'll last for a little while longer. There's the door. There's the door where we first saw Leatherface. Then they've got a bar over here built on. And they got some cool chainsaw stuff in there. Yeah, they moved the house from where it was originally. But yeah, really good food. Like I said, this place had one of the best burgers I'd ever eaten. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. And like I said, everybody that worked there was just so nice. They just, you know, just let me run around and film everything. I hope everyone who got to meet Franklin punched him in the ball sack. I'm sure that dude was a nice guy. I'd like to have met him, but this is the bartender making me a Leatherface lemonade. Good stuff. The Leatherface lemonade. Good stuff. All those old people walking right through one of the most disturbing homes in horror cinema gives me a good laugh. There we go. One Leatherface lemonade. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff. And then hey Dan, what's up, man? And then I went to the gas station, which the gas station is now like a little kind of a little restaurant kind of deal. but they sell a lot of see a lot of stuff for sale. Ooh, oh, the Baghdad Cemetery. Yes. Oh, here we go. Here's my rendition of the first time we see Leatherface. Oh, goodness gracious. The Baghdad Cemetery. That's it. The Baghdad Cemetery. I would love to have met the cook from TCM and TCM too. I would have too. Yeah, Jim Seadow. He would have been nice to meet. So let's see here. Let's fast forward a little bit. You guys have seen the monument. Here we go. Here's the gas station. It's like a little barbecue restaurant kind of deal, but it's also got a lot of like you know, it's also like almost like a toy store. Also inside, they sell lots of horror merch. This is cool. This bench here is really cool. Now that is a bench. There's a little memoriam for everybody who'd passed away at that point. There's Gunner, Jim Seadow, Robert Corton, Toby, Bob Burns, Paul Partain, Marilyn Burns. Because you need to go visit the original sleepaway camp location. I've seen some videos of the original sleepaway camp location. It's there's like nothing there, is there? I don't think there's anything there anymore. Just kind of woods and this is not the van. That's not the original van. Let's see. Here's the inside. Here we go. So yeah, they got lots of merch inside, lots of masks and figures and all kinds of stuff. And Marilyn Burns was she was quite the looker in her day. Let's see, what did I have when I know I had the chili, of course, had to have the chili. And what I don't remember what else. I know I had a sandwich. I don't remember if it was a brisket or if it was just like pulled pork. I don't remember. But I definitely had the chili. And I did find a very hard peppercorn in it that looked like a bone, but I just, I didn't, it didn't faze me. It's good chili. That town loves prime meat. You're right. Yep. That town loves prime meat. Speaking of Annabelle, they also had some pretty rare stuff in here too, like as far as figures and stuff. It was also pretty pricey, as I recall. course, I also had a Dr. Pepper for Toby, so had to have a Dr. Pepper. I just, I needed like the big cigar to go with it. Yeah, there's the Dr. Pepper. Got to have that Dr. Pepper. There's there's the hitchhiker and Michael hanging out. The hitchhiker's got his hand. Maybe they're they're pretty close apparently. Yeah, Greg, I think I've heard about that figure, the werewolf figure. I don't know how you got out of there without going bankrupt. I bought a few things, but it wasn't cheap. But yeah, that was my trip to Texas. It's fun. In chainsaw territory, life is cheap, merch is expensive. That's true. That's very true. No, I've never seen Future Kill. Nope, Jeremy didn't go on the trip with me. Jeremy didn't go on that trip. I would like to take Jeremy on a. I'd like to take Jeremy to the Christmas Story house in Cleveland. I'd like to take him there because he'd love that. Oh, he'd love going to the Christmas Story house. We'd planned on doing that. I think we planned on doing that, and it just didn't happen for some reason. This was pre-COVID, of course. Don't remember why it didn't happen, but he'd love going to the Christmas Story house. So what's everybody's plans for the rest of Saturday night? Elf? Jeremy loves Elf. Jeremy loves him some Elf. By the way, if you've not left a like on the stream, please do so. I'd appreciate it. I actually feel like doing another shot. Let's do another shot. Let's see, who should we toast? Who should we toast here? The Burning it is. Have you seen The Burning before, Nico? Or is this going to be your first time? I'm listening to 70s music. I'm only 32 and it's my favorite. What are you listening to specifically? Any that's some Blue Oyster Cult. Peter Bark, okay. Bruno Mattei. Oh, this is your first time watching The Burning, Nico. Very cool. Toast to 80s horror. This is going to be a toast to Peter Bark, Bruno Mattei, and 80s horror. Cheers. Whew. Ay. Ay, coño. Ay. Good stuff. Good stuff. What's I mean, I know, of course, what's something good to mix vodka with, other than like, the obvious of OJ. Somebody in my last stream mentioned they mix Stoli with Coke Zero, I think maybe. Don't know if I've got any Coke. Jeremy loves Pepsi. I know he's got some orange Sunkissed. Cranberry juice. Ah, Olivia, how are you doing? Thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Olivia, you need to jump on here and have a shot of Stoli with me. You need to jump on here and have a shot of Stoli with me, okay? You're the Stoli person. So I've actually not had any Stoli vodka in, I don't remember the last time I had any. I've been drinking that Skull Head vodka, which I actually think there might be some of that left around here somewhere. We just about finished that bottle, but it's good stuff. But thank you, Olivia. I appreciate the $4.99 super chats. Very, very kind of you. Hope you're having a good Saturday night. Hello, Lisa. How are you doing? Charlie, you're having some natural light. Okay. Vodka and Sprite. I don't have any Sprite, though. Sprite's good with pretty much everything, I think. So. Club soda? I don't have any club soda. Chase it with Coke Zero or Diet Coke. Myself, I like bourbon. Yeah, I'm kind of more of a bourbon kind of guy, but I'm branching out. I've decided to branch out with Jose Cuervo for Cinco de Mayo and now some Stoli. So you're listening to Chicken Elo. Oh, Electric Light Orchestra. They're good. I like Electric Light Orchestra. Try Woodford Reserve. Oh, this one is for Olivia. Probably too busy to jump on and do a shot with me, but that's okay. Olivia, this one's for you. Hope you're having a good Saturday night. Hope you're watching some good flicks. So yeah, cheers. Good stuff. Because I'm going to send you the Dr. McGillicuddy mental schnapps so you can drink it during the live streams. Feel free. Feel free to do that. I would be okay with that. Ever seen or heard of the Spider Labyrinth? No, I've never heard of that. Italian horror from '88. I have to look into that. Well, I did a bunch of shots early and was feeling pretty good. And then I hadn't had any shots in a little while, and I kind of felt, okay, I'm good. And then those last two kind of relit the furnace, got the blood pumping, it's like Freddy's boiler room in there now. Just the fire flows through you. You know what I mean? Last time I drank wine, vodka, and IPA shouldn't mix. That's probably, yeah. You know what else I got today at the liquor store? I think I've mentioned this in the past. I love, love Boone's Farm strawberry wine. I love that stuff. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Very antioxidant rich also. So ugh. But Olivia, the challenge has been made. So if you do want to jump on and do a shot, just let me know. Ah, Wonder This World, your copy of Lady Terminator arrived today. Bought it after the most recent episode of Region Free. Very cool. I've got mine. Where's mine? I've not had a chance to watch it yet, but there it is. Lady Terminator. Really looking forward to checking this one out. As a matter of fact, I may watch it after the stream. But here, Nico, here's the Urban Legend box set. I've held on to it. I've not opened it. You asked for a video, and you shall receive. Boone's Farm was the some 70s junior high kids, of which I was one. Jägermeister. Yeah, I used to like drinking some Jägermeister every now and again. You know, some Jaeger bombs. Good stuff. I love the female actress that played in Terminator 3 with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, yeah. What was her name? You don't hear much from her anymore. That's because she followed up Terminator 3 by doing a movie with, oh God, what's his name? Jeez. I can't believe I've forgotten his name. Jeez, I'm going to have to look it up. I can't believe I've forgotten this guy's name. Holy crap. Why can't I'm so horrible with names anymore, man? Jeez. Now I can't even think of the name of any of his movies. Here we go. What was that dude's name? Jeez, oh Pete. Uwe Boll. Yes. Why couldn't I think of Uwe Boll? Yeah. So she did Terminator 3 and then followed that up by doing a movie with Uwe Boll, and we've never heard from her since. Never heard from her since. Uwe. Christina Loki. Was it Loki or that was like Locan or I don't remember. I don't know. I'm going to take a bathroom break. I will be back shortly. All right, so I stopped to see what kind of beverages Jeremy had. He had some Pepsi, some of that red Mountain Dew, but I grabbed this orange Sunkissed. So I don't know. Let's try some orange, and I grabbed a empty Taco Bell cup because we had Taco Bell for dinner tonight. So Piz, that was 2,500. That was 25. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Jeez, I can't get this can open. Do you guys want to check out some more cameos? Because we'll check some more cameos if you want. Find some really expensive ones. I'm gonna mix it. I'm gonna mix the orange Sunkissed with the Stoli, and we're gonna see what happens. Back in the day, I used to mix. Let's do it this way. Let's do it. How many shots do you think I should put in the Sunkissed? Don't be besmirching the good name of Uwe Boll. I'm sorry, Gibbs. I know you're a big Uwe fan. AP has finally got my obsession Myers mask from Sinister Studios. It's crazy how great it looks for the price. One of the best H1 masks I've ever seen. Yeah, for the price, that thing is really, I mean, I've seen far more expensive masks not look nearly as good as the Obsession from Sinister Studios. I'm surprised, honestly, that it's still the price that it is. It's not gone up. That's right, Blood Rain. Yes, she was in Blood Rain. Christiana Loken. Yeah. That pretty much did her in. She went from Terminator 3 with Arnold Schwarzenegger to Blood Rain with Uwe Boll, and it was over. Piers, for your interview with Brad Henderson, will we get more VSA martial arts flicks like Martial Law? I wander this world. You'll need to just you'll need to be there for the stream, man. So actually this don't need any ice. All right, let's put some shots into this thing. All right, there's one shot. Two shots. Let's see. Should we do three? Let's start with. Let's play it safe at first. Let's just do two, and then we'll see what happens. I've never paid for a cameo. No, I've not. Because you are doing up Saturday, right? Be careful. Uwe Boll might want to box you. I know he might. I think Uwe Boll won all of those boxing matches, didn't he? I don't think he lost a boxing match to his critics. Could probably use one more shot. My daughter and I finished every Chucky movie this week, but Bride, I don't think I've ever seen you mention which one's my favorite. My favorite Child's Play movie would have to be the first one. But I like part 2 also, and I also like part 3. Jeremy likes part 3. That was we did a live commentary for 3 last year. I'm going to ask Brad Henderson if the adult film remasters helped pay for the genre films wing to get off the ground. Pardon the expression. I mean, that's a good question. That's a good question, Nico. But I guess my favorite Child's Play would have to be the first one. I have seen Army of the Dead, Sam Crow. I talked about it earlier in the stream. I was not a fan. But if you want to hear my full thoughts on it, check out toward the beginning of the stream. So I think it was like the very first thing I talked about. But yeah, I was not a fan. The con seemed to be coming back. Will you get as far up to Chicago in the retro weekend one in July? I don't have any plans to. The only convention that I kind of have plans to attend is the New Jersey Horror Con later this year. But I don't know, because something else is coming up in September. So I don't know. I was actually thinking about maybe doing Scarefest this year too, but that one's also in September. So I mean, September could be a really busy month for me. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to see how everything goes. And I kind of wanted to take Jeremy to the Scarefest because that one's not far from us. So the con seemed to be coming back. Will you get it? Oh, I just read that one. Sorry. But I am very happy that conventions are coming back and that they're going off without a hitch and that people are going and having a good time. And you know, I'm happy that's happening. Is the Trivial Pursuit Horror Edition that you and Jeremy played? Yes, it is the Trivial Pursuit Horror Edition. Yeah. It was weird. I mentioned this earlier in the stream. The questions ranged from incredibly simple to like ridiculously obscure. One question could literally be who directed Nightmare on Elm Street, and then the next question would be asking you like, what was a character's name from some obscure horror movie in the 20s. So you did not know what you were going to get. So one of the things I'm going to edit out of our well, I don't think I'll edit all of them out, but like you just pull a question and it would be again just something completely ridiculously obscure, and then the next question would be like, what was the killer's name in in A Nightmare on Elm Street? So it's so weird. And I mean, some of the questions were so obscure, Jeremy didn't even know them. So I mean, that's pretty obscure. What do you think is ahead in the Vestron video line? Man, I don't know. We've not heard much from Vestron Video in a while. I know they posted on social media not long ago saying, well, this seems like a few months ago now at this point, that we're working on stuff and we'll have some some announcements soon and blah blah blah. And yeah, I did like Snyder's Dawn remake. Yeah, what I was saying about Zack Snyder earlier is if it's a movie that somebody else has written that he directs, the chances are a lot better that it'll be good. Whereas if you look at the movies that he's written and directed, you kind of, you know what I mean? It's kind of hit and miss, or miss. Oh, Cronenberg canceled Texas Frightmare. That sucks. I've never read David Grove's Friday the 13th book. I didn't know he's done multiple. I know he did he did one called However Many Days in Blairstown or something like that. I've not read that one. What's got me going to the New Jersey Horror Con? Actually, a celebrity that I do convention bookings for. I've booked at that convention, and Eric Freeman's going to be at that convention. So, um, always love seeing Eric and hanging out with Eric. So, um, that'll be cool. And I love New Jersey anyway. I just love that area, and of course, that's where the camp is, where they filmed the first Friday the 13th, and I don't know. I just I like that area. Any recommendation for a 4K UHD Blu-ray? Oh, a 4K region-free player. Now, I don't have a 4K region-free player. I've got just a standard region-free player. I've got a 4K player and just a standard region-free player. So I'd love to get the Friday the 13th all the novelizations, Nico, but they are pretty expensive. I do have part 6, which I managed to get my hands on for relatively a reasonable price. Any horror movies from the 40s? I have to admit, beyond anything before the 70s, really, I'm not that familiar with. So, other than like the Universal Monsters movies, once you get into, you know, like the giant bug movies and stuff like that, not that not that familiar with those films. So that would be my weak spot. I desperately want a region-free portable Blu-ray player. Anyone have any tips? I don't know. Let's jump on Amazon, see what Amazon's got. A portable region-free. Man, that's asking a lot. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what they got here. You're talking about like the player that you can put the disc in that's got the whole 9 yards with it already, right? Is that what you're talking about, Nico? Because I don't see any of those on Amazon. I mean, you could possibly get like the external drives, but I've never had good luck with an external Blu-ray drive. I've never had good luck with those. They last for a very short period of time, they malfunction, and then they're done. Even some of the more expensive ones, they just don't last. They just don't last long. 10-inch screen, take anywhere kind of player. I mean, I see a lot of portable, just normal Blu-ray players, but I think you'd have a hard time finding one that's region free. Let's check eBay. There may be some like modded ones or something on eBay. Let's see. Portable region free Blu-ray player. Here's one for I don't know. Let's check this out here, Nico. Let's. All right. So there's one that says it's region free, $200 or best offer. Here's another one, region free, again, $200 or best offer. I wonder if these are all shipping from like the same person. So those look like the cheapest. Let's look at one of these. California. They're in California. So they're close, Nico. What's the listing say? Where's the listing? They don't even have any info for it. What the heck? Oh, here we go. I got to scroll down here, I think. Well, now see, look here. This one says region code A, but up here it says region free. So I don't know. Let's see what the deal is here. I don't see anything about the region here in the listing at all. Maybe I overlooked it, but let's look at another one. Let's look at another one here. Let's look at the $209 one. Although this is probably all the same people. California, Star Cool DVD. Let's see if is this the same? Yeah, it's the same people. Star Cool DVD. And these are probably all modded. If they are truly region free, they're probably all modded because it's the same person. Looks like it's got them all listed. So this is Cool Star, but it's also okay, I don't know, something weird. I think it's the same person who's got them all listed. So they probably are. What's this say? I'm going to say probably these are all modded. But I mean, you could message the seller and ask them what the deal is. What's a horror movie filming location that you would love to visit but haven't yet? I'd like to go to to the Halloween house. I'd like to go to the Kruger house. I'd like to go see those. Those are a little far away, but I don't know. I'd like to go see those. Any take on where the Friday the 13th lawsuit is going? Limbo is where it's been for a long time, and probably where it's going to stay for a long time also. I think I think at this point, from what I've heard, they're going to start over from the beginning again. But I mean, I don't know. I don't want to speculate on that kind of thing. I'd love to go to the Santa Mira factory from Halloween 3. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Favorite bad movie? Gosh, there's a lot of bad movies I love, man. There's a lot of bad movies I love. So many bad movies. Difficult to pick just one because I love so many bad ones. I want to take a picture in front of the Amityville house. Favorite vampire movie? The Lost Boys. The Lost Boys, definitely. Piz, do we need to get you a one-on-one interview with Kane Hodder? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind having Kane Hodder on the channel. I don't know. He's one of those guys who, I mean, he's one of those guys who's just been interviewed so much. I, I don't know if you're going to hear. Yeah, I don't know. I would much rather have somebody on the channel who's not done a whole lot of interviews than somebody who's done a lot of interviews. Because I mean, it's like they're telling the same stories over and over again. So I mean, there's not a whole lot of passion there from them. And I mean, who wants to hear them tell the same stories over and over again? I mean, I think I could have a good conversation with him and try to really, you know, take it in a different direction or try to ask him things that maybe he's never been asked before. So I don't know. I think it'd be cool, but I don't know. You know, I think every horror fan's dream would be to, like, you know, interview John Carpenter or something, but I'd be so, I'd have to approach an interview with John Carpenter in a way like, you know, it wouldn't be an interview, or it wouldn't be, it would be a conversation about movies that really aren't his movies, because he seems to hate talking about his own movies. I've seen him in interviews with people, and he'll try to steer the conversation into talking about other movies and not his movies. And then when the interviewer tries to bring it back to one of his movies, you just see the air go right out of him. He's just like, oh, yeah, it was a William Shatner mask. Yeah. Yeah. So, and I mean, I don't blame him, because he's been telling the same stories for all these years, and you know, he's got to be so burnt out on that stuff. You know what I mean? He's told every story that he can think to tell about Halloween, um, and probably just about all of his movies, honestly. So, I mean, I just don't. I don't know. Since you're interviewing Brad from VS, is there anything you're planning to get during the VS sale? I don't know. I'm thinking about doing a stream on the 28th at around midnight when the sale goes live, kind of like I did for the last one when they were announcing the new titles. So I'll probably do a stream on that night around midnight, if at all possible. And yeah. Get Larry Zerner on the show to interview Shelley. Yeah, you know, he's another one though. I mean, I don't know what. I mean, he's talked about Friday the 13th Part 3 for all these years. I think he's exhausted everything that. What's there left to talk about? Actually, I did a podcast with Steve Johnson a few years ago, and he was adamant about, I don't want to talk about any of my old stuff. I don't. And he just wanted to talk about just general questions. He wanted to talk about his book, stuff like that. And I said, man, I said, I've got to talk to you about some of these, because I mean, look at the stuff he worked on in the past. And he was cool. I mean, he was cool about it. We talked about some of his past stuff, but I mean, I really tried to be very careful with what I asked him. And there's another special effects guy I tried to get to come on years and years ago. And he told me, he was like, I'd love to, but I only want to talk about what I'm working on now and what I've got lined up for the future. He said, I'm sorry. He goes, I've talked about my past for all these years. I'm tired of talking about it. And this is somebody who'd worked on Evil Dead. This is somebody who'd worked on Phantasm movies. This is somebody who'd worked on not Evil Dead, but Evil Dead 2, Phantasm movies. He'd worked on tons and tons of movies. And he was just like, and I totally understood. Because I mean, I think at some point it doesn't turn into a conversation. It just turns into them. They kind of go into this, they're telling the same story over and over again. There's no passion there. There's just, it's the same answers. It almost feels like it's scripted or something. I don't know. I'd much rather have like a informal conversation, just two people talking about movies. I realize they've said it many times, but not all of us have heard it. But I mean, still, their response to that would be, well, go watch, go watch the interview I did with this person, or the interview I did with that person. Go check out the commentary I did, on this release, or I mean, it's, it's out there. It's already out there. If you want it, Tarantino would be great to have just a conversation about movies with. He would be great to have that kind of a stream with. Because I mean, you could do that with Tarantino and like not even really talk about his movies, because he's such a cinephile himself. Ted White would be cool, but Ted White is done with conventions. He's not doing any more conventions. So he I mean, he's getting up there. He's not a young man anymore. And yeah. So he's done with conventions. I think he's probably done with interviews and all that stuff too. Yeah, Larry Cohen would have been great. Oh, Larry Cohen would have been great. I would have loved to have had Larry Cohen on the channel. I think Ted White is 95 years old now. He's got to be up there. He's got to be up there. Your guests aren't the obvious picks, but they end up being the greatest conversations I've ever heard. Behind the scenes people are generally more interesting anyway, in general. Yeah. I mean, I agree, Nico. Tarantino did a near 4-hour podcast with Edgar Wright on British cinema and 2.5-hour podcast on Kung Fu movies. Yeah. So, I mean, if I got Quentin Tarantino on here and started talking to him about horror movies, yeah, I mean, we could talk for hours about horror movies because, I mean, he knows his stuff. He just knows his stuff, period. So, and not even really touch on his movies. Although I'd have to like gush over True Romance, and you know what I mean. I'd have to talk to him about True Romance. I'm thinking of picking up Silent Madness on the VS sale. Good idea. Silent Madness is fun. It's not my favorite slasher. It's not my favorite Vinegar Syndrome release, but I mean, it was, you know. Did you see my review, Dan? Tarantino loved Eyes of a Stranger. So yeah, we could probably talk an hour about Eyes of a Stranger. Coolest person I've ever met, Clu Gallagher. Clu Gallagher, cool. He talked about Return of the Living Dead and Lee Marvin and Reagan, and he was tremendous. Wow, a great guy. Lexington Con experience. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. I'd like to meet Clu Gallagher too. Was that at Scarefest, Charlie? Yeah, Tom Atkins would be another great guest to have on. Yeah, he would be. I don't know how tech savvy he is. But that would be, yeah. I would just fanboy out, you know, for Tom Atkins the whole time. I'd just be like, so what's it like being the Atkins? How glorious is it being the Atkins? Describe a day in the life of the Atkins. You know, it'd be tremendous. I'd love it. I'd love it. Scarefest. Tom Matthews would be a cool interview. I've reached out to Tom Matthews before. I'll leave it at that. Charlie from Fright Night. William Ragsdale. Yeah, he'd be cool, I think. I've tried to get Julie Carmen. She said she wanted to do it, but I've just not been able to kind of pin her down, so to speak. Gary Busey would be good. Gary Busey would be good. There's no doubt about that. If you've not left a like on the stream, please do so. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much. Chris Sarandon. Chris Sarandon would be good. Yeah, he'd be good. But I think he'd recognize me as the guy who made him mad at a convention a few years ago. And he'd be like, I'm not doing anything with you. So. Hey, Aaron, how's it going, buddy? I've never reached out to Jeffrey Combs. I am hoping to hear back from a potential guest very soon who's been in an actor who's been in a ton of stuff. So I'm hoping can make that one happen. And I gotta oh gosh, I reached out to the manager of well, not the manager, but a booking agent to a pretty big celeb, at least in the horror world. And she told me, well, first she said, well, they're not doing anything at the moment. We talked to them recently about some convention appearances, and they said they didn't want to do any convention appearances or any kind of anything for a little while. So I was like, okay, that's great. I'll circle back around in a few months and see if anything's changed. And she was like, I've had really terrible luck with requests for interviews or for appearances on podcasts or anything like that, because if those people receive the celebrity's like personal email address or something like that, they've become stalkers. And she was telling me that one celebrity in particular, a Friday the 13th alum, was like just being hounded by these people that I guess she'd done an interview with or something. And now they're just blowing her up on social media to the point where she's like going to shut down her social media. And she was telling me other stories like that where, she's just at the point where she's like, a lot of my people don't want to do interviews anymore or appear on podcasts or YouTube channels or whatever, because they're afraid that, people are going to become stalkers. So that sucks. I mean, that ruins it for everybody. So yeah. And she was like, well, how would you get this person? How would you need to communicate with this person to get them on the channel? And I said, well, I would just, I could send you the invite link to the stream. You can send it to them and just have them join. I said, I like to do like a little pre-stream kind of thing to work out any kind of bugs. I can do all that through you. I don't want phone numbers. I don't want emails. I don't have to have any of that necessarily. And I said, I've had plenty of people on my channel, so I'm sure, if you asked anybody for a reference, they'd give you a good one. So, but yeah, it was like, yeah, that kind of sucks. Any authors I'd like to interview? Sure. I'd, Stephen King, of course, that'd be great. Clive Barker, I think would be great. Bret Easton Ellis. Love to have Bret Easton Ellis. There you go. There's 3. I'd really like to have Bret Easton Ellis. I think I could have a good conversation with Bret Easton Ellis because he's a big movie guy too. Will I do another Slipcase Felsher update? We've not done one of those in a while. I don't know. Maybe. I got to know what happened with Chris Sarandon. I met Chris Sarandon at a convention a few years ago, and people at conventions, they lay out all their photos, their 8x10s or whatever that you can choose from to have them sign. And he didn't have anything from the Sentinel. And I love the Sentinel. And there was another movie that he was in that there were no photos. Maybe it's no, I think he had some Bordello of Blood stuff. Oh, what was it? I don't know. There was another movie that he didn't have anything for, merch wise. And I was looking at his stuff and I was going like, man, you don't have any photos from this movie? It's a great movie, man. And he was just like, and I go, what about the Sentinel? You don't have any Sentinel stuff? The Sentinel's awesome. And he goes, give me a break, man. Like, I just went like, dude, I love the Sentinel. But yeah, like he looked up, he's like, give me a break, man. Like I was really bothering him. Like I was really getting on his nerves. So yeah. He'd as soon as he jumped on the stream, he'd see my face and go, you're that jerk that asked me about the Sentinel photos. I'm out of here. So one of my favorite interviews you did was with Robert Brian Wilson. Yeah. He was very cool. That was more of a live commentary I did with him, and Eric jumped on that one. So I had both of the brothers on that episode or on that live stream. Yeah, we did a live commentary for Silent Night Deadly Night. It was a lot of fun. The guy who played Santa for 3 minutes in Home Alone is on Cameo. And that surprised me. Dennis Etchison would have been a good interview. He's passed on though. He's passed on. Perfect Strangers. I've not seen Punk Vacation. Perfect Strangers. Yeah, Perfect Strangers that's the Larry Cohen movie. Yeah, I did like that one. I did like that one. Reggie Bannister he would have been somebody good to interview a few years ago, but he's not in great health anymore, and he's pretty much retired from everything at this point. So he would have been a good interview a few years ago. Todd Farmer was an epic interview. I've rewatched that one. Oh, thank you, Nico. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. Yeah, Todd's awesome. Oh, my buddy farted in the same elevator as Sarandon, so there. Oh, that is so funny. I've got another funny Sarandon story I could tell, but I don't think I'm going to do it. I've not had enough Sunkissed and Stoli to tell that story. Yeah, Reggie Bannister's in poor health, man. He's pretty much retired from everything at this point. I don't know, Sam Crow. I saw those pictures of a Lost Boys 4K, but I don't know if that was real or not. I don't know. I Google searched it on a previous stream and nothing came up. So let's see. There's still nothing. Yeah, there's still nothing official. So I guess those images were BS. I don't know. We've been going for almost 3.5 hours. I just realized that. We've been going for almost 3.5 hours. I had no idea. Nico, I'm way ahead of you on that one, buddy. I've reached out to Tommy Lee Wallace in the past. Megavania, yeah, Jeremy is my brother. He's my younger brother. The next region free will be this coming Thursday, the 27th. Awesome stream. Thank you. The Cemetery Where Not a Living Dead 68 was filmed as 15 minutes from my work, and I've never been. Really? You've never been there once, dude? Come on. I found out after I'd left Texas that the bridge where they shot the beginning of Texas Chainsaw 2 was like right near the where the gas station is now. And I crossed a bridge on my way out, but I don't know if it was the same bridge or not because I wasn't really paying attention. And then I found out later that that bridge is right there. And I was like, crap. I know we went over a bridge, but I was like messing around with something else, wasn't paying attention. So I may have crossed the Chainsaw 2 bridge while there and didn't even know it. So thank you for the live stream and for answering so many questions. Oh, thank you, Joe. I was actually thinking about Joe Zito recently. All right, good night, Joe. Take care, man. Have a good one. Yeah, I was actually thinking about Joe Zito recently, and I looked him up to see if he was on social media anywhere, and I couldn't find him. So, what's good about social media is I can reach out directly to people, but I do know a couple of like agents that I can go through too. But if somebody's not on social media, I mean that kind of makes them really difficult to find. And Joe Zito is not on social media. What the hell happened to Rick Rosenthal? How do you make Halloween 2 then make Halloween Resurrection? Rosenthal, after Halloween 2, he did Bad Boys, which is a pretty good movie. And then I don't know. I know he produced a couple of, I know he produced what's that movie? Wicked River or something like that. It's a really good movie. Let's see. I think he may have won. Let's see. Let's look him up here. He directed a bunch of television. He directed a lot of television. Jeez. He also directed Birds 2 Land's End. I forgot about that one. He Alan Smithied that one. So let's see. He's got a lot of producing credits. So that seems to be his thing now. He's a producer, and he's got a lot of producing credits. Mean Creek. That's what that movie's called. That's a really good movie. Mean Creek. I want to say he was nominated for some. Let's see. Nominated for 2 Primetime Emmys. Directors Guild nominee. Independent Spirit Award winner. He won the John Cassavetes Award for Mean Creek, for producing Mean Creek. Producers Guild Award winner. So yeah, I mean he's had a lot of success as a producer. Yep, I've thought about Savini too. Savini would be somebody good to talk to. He's really good in interviews. He's really good in interviews. Yeah, Tristan. Yeah, I own the Lost Boys Blu-ray. I don't own any of the other ones in any format. Yeah, I agree, Nico. When Yablon said that Rosenthal did a workman-like job on Halloween 2, yeah, he did a much better job than that on Halloween 2. I mean, Halloween 2 has its own big set of fans, just Halloween 2 fans. I mean, there's a lot of Halloween 2 fans who prefer Halloween 2 to Halloween 1. So I mean, maybe that's why you blondes. Although that little slight was many years ago, wasn't it? We need a Neon Maniacs live casting crew commentary. Oh, I love Neon Maniacs. Yeah. Harmony Korine. Roger Corman would be an interesting interview. He'd be an interesting interview. I'm a huge Halloween 2 and Halloween 4 fan too. I love both those movies. Yeah, I like Friday the 13th, the series. I've got the DVD set back there. I just haven't, allotted myself the time to really dive into it. But yeah, a lot of those episodes I remember, and I remember liking a lot. Tony Moran, yeah, I should get Tony Moran on and then just chastise him the whole time. I don't think Tony Moran's going to be doing any interviews or anything like that in the near future. Watching Night, I don't think I've ever seen Night Train to Terror. Elmer. There's Mike, the real fifth Beatle. What's up, man? Hey, Piz, gonna send Jeremy a video birthday message from Penny Lane. Hope he like. Oh, cool. Yeah, he'll like that. He will like that. Yeah, thank you, Mike. How you doing, man? How's the wife? She feeling better? Eric Anderson is tight with Josito. Well, you gotta remember, you gotta keep in mind too that I mean, a lot of these folks maybe aren't that tech savvy. So when you start talking to them about live streams and sending them links and webcams and this and that and the other, I mean, that might just be like, well, we can talk over the phone, but all this other stuff we can't do. So so who wasn't here for my unboxing of this cool new mask? What do you guys think? Pretty cool, huh? This would be a good mask to wear with like a hoodie, like a black hoodie. Now I can't see the chat though. Oh. I imagine I imagine Tom Atkins is a tech wizard. You know, I'm gonna check in on Tom Atkins. I know some folks who are pals with Tom Atkins, and I may have to check and see on, check in to see if it's in any way possible, But yeah, just to have the Atkins on, that would be wow. Wow. Scout Anderson on Facebook made that Toronto Freddy. That would be a good purge mask. It would, yeah. Recently ordered the Berserker VS on your recommendation. Looking forward to that one. Yeah, Berserker's a really unique slasher flick. I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. She's been suffering from anxiety attacks. I don't think lockdown for a year helped matters. No, that certainly didn't. But is she starting to feel better? When are you guys going to be? When are you guys in the UK going to be out of that lockdown stuff? This is a Misfits Voorhees mask. How cool is that? Seems like every movie with Atkins, he is a drinker in that film. He's the Atkins, man. He can drink and smoke. Doesn't have any effect on him. Gary Busey. Yeah, man, Gary Busey, that would be, I don't know if the internet could handle that. We'd break the internet, I'm sure. It's Gary Busey's energy beaming out live across the internet. It would just, the whole thing would collapse. That's true, Sam Crow. That's very true. That's true. Any potential guests who checks out your other interviews should be totally comfortable saying yes. Yeah, I do that. When I do reach out to people, I'll send them links to links to other stuff I've done so they can kind of get a taste. And I like to do the pre-stream thing to kind of to work out any kind of bugs that we may have, and also to just kind of talk and let them know that I'm not like a freak or that I've somewhat intelligent and know what I'm talking about. I think that kind of eases people, loosens them up. We're out now, hopefully completely back to normal on June 21st. Yeah, that's good. That's good. The most gentleman of streaming. Hey, there you go. Oh, crap. I think I'm going to wrap it up here, people. We've been going for 3.5 hours. And it's been a really fun 3.5 hours hanging out with you guys on this Saturday night, talking movies, doing some unboxings. And yeah, it's always fun. Always appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Let me give some shout outs here before we call it a night. Shout out to Nico. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Shout out to 80s Horror Fan. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Thank you, Gabe K. Okla, for the $4.99 super chats. Thank you, Borderline 11, for the $4.99 super chats and the two $9.99 super chats. Appreciate that, man. You're awesome. Thank you, Joey, for the $5 super chat. Thank you, Christian Hannah, for the $1.99 super chat. And thank you, Olivia, for the $4.99 super chat. Appreciate that. Let's see who is still with me tonight. There's Nico in the chat. Nico, always a pleasure having you on a stream. Joe Cool, Dan, Robert Long, CR, Zombie 7979, Dave Vanderhoff, Sean Sr., Daniel Fletcher, Dan Chalice, Justin Murad, Charlie Varick, DJ Donnelly, Sam Crow, Aaron Rodriguez, Elmer 77, EZZ Money, Mike, the Real Fifth Beatle, Meaningless Movie Talk, T Garnett 25, Toronto Freddy, Cliff Booth, Tristan Sitz, Monster Mash 74, Joe Reese. There's Joey. Mega Vania fan. All right, there we go. Thank you all for hanging out with me tonight. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, a great rest of your Saturday night. And yeah, mark your calendars for Monday the 31st. I'm doing a live stream with Vinegar Syndrome's Brad Henderson. That should be a fun one if you're a physical media fan or if you're a fan of Vinegar Syndrome releases in general. Got some more reviews coming out next week, and keep your eyes peeled for the horror trivia challenge that Jeremy and I did. I'm going to try to get that one out next week, but we'll see. It's either going to be out next week or the week after, but we'll see. All right. Again, thank you all. I really appreciate it. Y'all spending your Saturday night with me shooting the bull. Always a pleasure. Have a great rest of your weekend. And until next time, cheers.